and it wasn't like the best day of my life, but it was made less, dare I say, shitty. In this video, I want to show you a three-step approach that I use to deliver bad news. This can be in a professional or a personal setting. Now, this is just one way. It's not necessarily the best way, but it's a way that has worked for me, and I know it can work for you because I learned it when someone did it to me. Step one is letting them know that you have bad news. Straightforward, easy, and to the point. Step two is where the real magic happens. Before you deliver the bad news, sneak peek, that's step three. Let them know what you're going to do after the bad news. Say something like this. So, I have some bad news for you. After I deliver the news, I'm going to be here to answer your questions, or I can leave, or I can sit in silence, but I'm going to be here for you afterward, and then deliver the bad news. Sometimes when you're giving bad news, whether it's, you're letting someone go or a family loss, what have you, there's that moment where the other person doesn't know what to say, think, or do, but they do want to do something. So by letting them know that you will be there to answer their questions or just to sit quietly with them or to support them whatever way they want or even to leave, what you've done is you've put options in their head and you've given them a sense of control. This is what happened to me. Uh, I'm going to tell you my story. So I got laid off 20 years ago and it really sucked. But to the company's credit, after they laid me off, they actually had a psychologist there. And this is where it happened. So the psychologist sat down and said, "Hey, listen, I know you just got the bad news. I'm here to answer your questions, to give you some resources, to give you support. To leave, you can leave whenever you want, or I can just sit here quietly with you for a few minutes and then we can talk again." That was fantastic. And it really helped me because it gave me a sense of control. At first, I was like, can leave?" And he's like, "Yeah. Or I can answer any of your questions, or I can sit here with you." And at first I was like, I'm just going to leave. But then I said, what do you know? And I started asking questions. And I said, well, what do I get after this? Like, what support do I have? And that person was there to answer all those questions. It only took like 10 minutes. But then I left, and it wasn't like the best day of my life, but it was made less, dare I say, shitty. So if you have to deliver bad news, remember this. It's always going to suck no matter what you do. But you can make it less sucky by giving that person a sense of control and using this three-step approach. Tell them you have bad news to deliver. Tell them what you're there for after the bad news. Gives them a sense of control, then the bad news. Hopefully, you never have to try this out. But if you do, let me know what happens in the comments down below. And please like and follow this video if you found some value.